day 7, 2024, day 7. Welcome. A little look at day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And day 7 is passport. So I'm gonna get making. What kind? I think a sky thing. I think an English sky thing, because I went to the UK this year, which was very nice, of course. So I'm gonna get started and see if you guys can guess. Should I use a light blue, like wash out a dark blue here, and go across the page like this. I'm going to fill up more of the page this time. I was going to do this live a little bit earlier, but couldn't really. Sorry. And I was going to do it yesterday, so big apologies for not doing it yesterday. But I hope you catch up when you're ready, everybody, and enjoy it. I wonder if you can work out what I'm doing. So, day 7 passport. I think it's probably quite easy to recognise what I'm doing. I don't know. Starting off with watercolour. And then I'm going to add some ink after, but maybe some more watercolory one this time. Kind of want that to dry a bit. Let me not worry about it too much. I'd like to teach you guys not to worry too much when you're making art. Just have fun. Here we are. No one to say hello to yet, I guess, because I've made this a little bit late, but that's fine. I'd rather be able to fit it into my schedule than stress about something, especially when I've got lots of things going on. So please just enjoy the making. The making of. Yellowish grey down here. It's really warm in Japan. It's October, but it's still... We're happy because it's cooler, but it's still 28 degrees Celsius outside. It's a lot. Oh, hello. I think someone's snuck in for a watch. Hello. If you're new, then my name is Misskendaljames. Misskendaljames, you can find me on all of the thingies. Today's passport. You might be able to see what I've created just there. I'm going to leave empty space up here because that's what I've been doing in all of the other ones, like this. Leave a bit of empty space. It's nice to do some unique little thing that makes everything seem a bit more uniform as you create. Yeah. I expect it's really easy to tell what's going on in this one. Ooh. Extra water coming on here. So Inktober, but I am starting with watercolour and I'll add some ink after, although not much ink on this one, I don't think. I'm going to use some tissue paper here. think that's clear enough. Bluish colour, kind of straight line along the back, not too much care, not too much worry, not into worrying, not into caring, not when it comes to making a bit of art. Just relax a little bit. So do tell me if you watch this on catch up in your own time. Are you doing Inktober? How's it been going? Are you doing it every day, or have you been doing it as you can fit it in? I hope my ad hoc way of doing it this year helps you guys recognise it doesn't matter too much when you do it. The act of doing it is the good bit, is the useful bit. There's something blue over there. Can you see what I'm making? I think it's obvious. I've realised that if I'm keeping it kind of secret what I'm making as I go, then there's no point me putting a picture as a thumbnail that you can see what it is, because then it'd just give it away, wouldn't it? So I'm a bit torn right now as to what to do about naming and displaying the YouTube videos. Tricky one. Created my own problem there. Keeping all of these nice and short and sweet for everybody's benefit. To 30 minutes, no more than 30 each time. Hi, if you're stumbling in. Ooh, that made some good patterns. The kind of patterns I want in this, actually. So if I can get a slightly thinner brush, slightly darker green, make it darker with a bit of blue as well. I don't think this brush is thinner at all. I don't know what I was going for there. I think this is more blue than green. I have to do the same thing again. I'm going to blend that in and then see if the kitchen paper will lift any of it off. It's not exactly what I want that to look like. Not that I was really conjuring much of an image in my head. Going for a little bit of perspective if I can. Right. But with not too much effort. I'm not into the effort. And I'll show you the reference picture at the end so you can see what I was working with. I think it's doing what I want it to do. I'll use some colouring pencil to highlight some things after as well. Can you see what it is? Is it clear? 10-minute mark so far, so looking like a fairly quick one. Don't be shy if you're watching. A little hello. Passport was the prompt if you're halfway to working out what it is I'm painting here but not quite sure. It is really quite hard to do this with the phone hovering around on its pole right in front of everything I'm trying to do. This landscape is very different to a Japanese one. Japan is 70% covered in mountains, so it looks quite different from the sky. So this is definitely not Japan, if you've worked out what's going on here. Oh, hello. Quite a few people seem to be watching now. Inktober day 7. The ink will be coming on in just a minute. Just going to get a few more details in and around here. Not being too careful about how I'm doing that. A few different shades can come in here. Some yellowish green. Tie some of them together. A little bit of a brighter blue because there's some kind of lake-like thing over there. And down here. Almost satisfied with that. Maybe add a bit more brightness up here. I'm going to move it a little bit. Kitchen roll is your best friend, kitchen paper, if you're doing watercolour, I personally think. Best friends. Turn this way a little bit. There we go. Let me see. Leaving that space at the top to match the other pieces. While that's drying, I'll just do the black outline that looks like this, so that everything kind of matches each other. I'm not using a special pen or anything. Currently at the 14-minute mark. Going for whatever line decides to show itself. Nothing too special. We're going to go with wonky. Hello, hola. I'm going to go with wonky because I want to teach you guys that it doesn't matter what things look like. It's the feeling. And the wonkiness is kind of cool. Hi, welcome to Inktober. Okay, there we go. And then I'll add some ink over here to outline that plain wing, if you haven't worked out that's what it was. I'm gonna do it with just a thin pen. It's metal. I'm gonna try and keep it kind of straight because it's metal, so I want it to look like what it is. Maybe I'll use a ruler because it'll highlight the machineriness of it. Thank you very much, Sherdal. I'm glad you like it. Are you doing Inktober? Let me see from here. I don't usually use rulers, but I'm trying to emphasize the fact that this is made of metal. Here we go. And then this is curved, so I'm not going to use the ruler for this. But it's another list. It's a list with Colombian things related. Ah, okay. Nice, that's pretty cool. And what kind of thing are you doing? Using pen or something different? There we go. That's mine so far. I'm going to add a little bit of colour. I'm going to sign it over here. KJ24. I'm going to use a bit of colouring pencil to add a little bit more depth to a few things. And then we'll be done at the 20-minute mark or so. Doing it with pencils and colours. Nice! And is it the first time you've done something like that, or do you do it every year? This is my 4th year, personally. Got some colours here. Gonna add a bit more to these clouds. They're a bit wet still. The word is passport. I think we're getting passport vibe from this. Oh, thank you. I really love your watercolours. I like watercolours, but it always goes from what I have in my mind. Well, the trick is to not have something in your mind. I recommend not thinking about anything. Just be pleased with whatever comes. Try and start with a blank slate and don't care about it too much, because I'm telling you, if there was something in my mind, it wouldn't look like what this is. So all you're seeing is a result on a page. You're not seeing necessarily what was in my head. And I think you should think about that with lots of different artists that you might follow or watch. You don't know what was in their head. You see the result, you think the result is pretty great. Oops, sorry. But that doesn't mean it was anything like what they'd hoped, expected, planned, or anything. Second year. Oh, nice. Yeah, my first time was 4 years ago, I think. My first time I did a really geeky one where I took all of the prompts from the official list and I combined it with a theme of Final Fantasy games. So that was really cool. I loved the result from that. And I did it in black and white as well. This is my first time doing colour. Last year they looked like this. And then the year before, they looked like this. They both happened live as well. This one was collaborative, so people were suggesting what I should make. This one, if you check out the link in the description, you can buy the PDF colouring book of this. The colouring book of the other one is coming soon. So yeah, this is mine for today. Kind of neat and quick. not too special. Passport, it's a view over England. What's that? Day 7. Day number 7, passport. Thank you very much. Thank you everybody who's been watching that. And let me just show you what my reference picture looked like. Not that it matters, but here you go. That was my reference picture. So I don't know, a little bit difficult to work from. But yeah, that's my interpretation of it. I hope you like it. Thank you so much. Nice short, sweet 20-minute one. I should be back in a couple of hours with another. I'm going to do day 8 a little bit earlier. So do come along and experience day 8 with me. Check me out as Misskendaljames online. You can see my Etsy shop and other stuff too. Thank you. Catch you later.